Hey everyone, welcome to your monthly outlook. My name is Eric Tecce and I'm the illustrator and creator of Shadowlight Tarot. Today I will be taking a dive into the energies to best understand what is going on, utilizing my self-published and hand illustrating tarot deck. If you're unfamiliar with the tarot deck, this was crowdfunded last year and features 88 cards, all hand illustrated, including the booklet. Every single letter, every single line was a work of art that I was passionately able to not only create into the world, but to build upon all the tarot decks that have come beforehand. It features several infinite suits that all form a panoramic image, not just from one end to the other, but infinitely around. Aside from this is all coming together and included in a nice magnetic box with its own tarot travel pouch. For those who are looking for a smaller size deck, I also have released Wanderlight Tarot, which is another deck which is more of a companion but yet travel size, as it also features the planetaries as well as the elementals. Some of these decks include some extra cards that are not just associated with the 78 traditional tarot cards. So if you're looking for more information or just curious to find out more, please feel free to check out the website below or the link included to the shop. I will also be offering an extended reading to the most viewed zodiac sign this month. So if you want to co-harmonically help this channel grow, as well as spread the messages, please feel free to reach out to your communities, to share the link with those who resonate, and to assist in having this energetic manifestation come to be. If you're interested in finding out more, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, where many of my artworks, illustration, time lapses, nature footage, talks, lectures, and so much more are available for viewing ad-free. It is something I personally believe in, and I don't want you to experience something I personally would not want to. So as a respect to each and every viewer, all of my content is of my own, all of my content is ad-free and is not monetized, and it's all thanks in the support of you guys. So if you want to see this grow and you want to help out, every little bit helps. So feel free to share, feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe. This is all thanks to the organic growth that you are participating in through witnessing this video, resonating, and sharing for others to witness. I thank you very much, and I very much look forward to this monthly reading with you. Now, without further ado, let's take a dive into these cards. Hello, Libra. So, for those who are guided to hear this message, allow this shuffle to bring about any and all insights and perspective that may assist those with the Libra resonance to proceed with the month of October 2019 with the best in their awareness to tackle whatever may come their way. So Libra, let's see. So your month opens up to provide you with the Wheel card. Now, when you're receiving this opening up to the month, you're actually probably seeing things change. And as a Libra, it is probably within, if not close to, your solar return. So happy solar return, or as others like to say, happy birthday. So as you're opening up this month of October, which just passes the equinox, this is a concept of changing of the seasons. Things are changing. It may not be in the way that they were before, but this way that things are shifting might be in your benefit, or maybe things are just changing for the aspect of growth. It could be external to you, it could also be something internal to you. But if things are changing, do not try to stop it. Allow this new change to be welcomed in, not for the sake of just who you are as an individual, but who you're meant to be in this lifetime. If you're willing to allow that change to be welcomed in, that you're going to provide yourself a vehicle to not only manifest what you want to wish, but you're going to ride the wave like a surfer does when they're able to tap in and see where it's going. So as you're opening up this month, there may be a lot of things that are changing, and that might not be the best for everyone, but at the same time too, understanding who you are as an individual will always be key in navigating no matter what comes your way. If you do not resonate, maybe it's this change to step out of what has been this established status quo in which you are willing to actually step outside of so that you may change. Because of this changing, this very archetypal energy of the wheel, we're seeing that maybe a cycle is coming to an end, so something new may begin. Just as the sun sets and the night rises, the stars are primed to be seen at night. So in any situation, no matter what the cycle changes to, it is not something to look down upon, but to understand the new opportunity that is present to experience through these new changes. So it's very positive if you're willing to ride that openness. So as you're continuing with the month, you're receiving this Seven of Swords card. Now this signifies that there's this thief or this awareness in which you're seeing something taken from you, or something is being taken but is not completely taken. So with the Seven of Swords, it's depicted as this thief that is leaving this fortress. But the thing is, the thief is only able to get away with 5 of the swords, leaving 2 behind. Now, because of the lights being on, it is seen that there is a witness. There's a witness, so this thief was seen. So this is about things being taken from you, but being aware what's being taken from you. So maybe there's a degree that you might be getting away with something, someone might be aware of it, but at the same time too, sometimes this card comes up to allow you to see that what is being taken away from you, or what is being taken away, is it because this card is providing you the ability to act on it before it happens? Or is it more on the sense that what is being taken away is what you feel internally? Could be that maybe you feel that something has been robbed from you, or an opportunity has been escaping from you. It could be something outside your control, it could be something within your own domain. This card can signify a number of things, but the awareness of the act in which you can see a thief take something, someone be aware, you will have 2 parties here. The individual who takes things away, or tries to take things away. It's an attempt. It is an attempt without success, but at the same time too, it is not something favorable. And then you have the individual who has witnessed to see the thief. So the thief is not sly enough to not get caught. It is clearly caught in the sense that it could have been stopped, but to save face, they have decided to leave 2 of the 7 swords to get away with what they can. Now, because they couldn't get away with all the swords, they have not robbed you clean, because now you have the 2 remaining swords clear to understand the situation, clear to understand the stakes at play, as well as clear to understand the need for security, the need to be able to be aware so that this does not happen in the future or occur again. So when you're dealing with some sort of thief or some sort of thief-like energy, whatever is being taken away is not just for the sake of your own growth, but maybe it's something that you have become too attached to at that same time too. Maybe this change occurring in the beginning of a month allows this to be taken out because it has been too dependent upon. Maybe there's something that is too familiar to you that is being taken away. But because this is a swords energy, this is mostly about thoughts, this is about communication, this is about words and how you process things. It's how you broadcast yourself out there dealing with this kind of energy. Because you're going through this very verbal kind of aspect, it could be that maybe there's an altercation with an individual, or maybe there is an individual who you yourself have been too busy spending your thoughts upon, and they're getting away with it by you providing that energy, and they're taking away with it willingly while also not acknowledging you. So they're also trying to get out ahead in this favor, not by their own actions, but because of the energy and the tension that you might provide to this individual. So keep that in mind as a possible perspective as well. So since this is some sort of changing at pace and things aren't looking too great with this card popping up, let's see what the moon provides to you. So wow, actually, you're not only given a card that is right next to one another, but it literally precedes the card. So as you can see with my deck is actually an infinite panoramic suit. So when you have 2 cards go right next to each other, they actually connect and form one giant image. So this giant image here is showing you that not only does this thief take away from this fortress, but now it calls for this archetypal energy of the 8 of Swords to navigate through something that is a little harder and challenging. This individual is a feminine of nature, but they were blindfolded, meaning the ability to navigate all these swords and this platform here is limited to the subtle senses that are remaining from what has come beforehand. The thing is, you have to be delicate in the situation during this full moon, because it requires the kind of patience and skill necessary so that these swords do not cut you, but at the same time too, you're able to navigate and clear your way. So this might be signifying something deeper, in which I'd like to actually pull a card for you right here on the spot to clarify. So this is using Wanderlight Tarot, my small travel size deck. So this is the Empress reversed. So maybe the card itself, the Empress, is about creation. So internally, this could be something that is reflected as a reversal to mean more on the external aspect of you. So maybe somebody external to you gave birth, maybe someone external to you creates something, maybe someone external to you is taking away your creation. But to navigate this card and receive the reversal is to say maybe that things that are happening right now require you to actually take your time to take your patience and to really navigate what it is you want to direct yourself towards. Because of it not being something so simple, you got to actually be able to be open to take one step at a time. You're not here to rush, you're not here to push forward. Otherwise, chaos can consume and you might end up just cutting and hurting your own self through self-inflicted pain, through the need of just not being able to recognize or read the room. So if the situation is calling a delicate handle of things, please take the time to process it so that you yourself do not cause any more damage than is necessary. And if there is some sort of energy of something being created external to you, allow yourself to navigate through, because maybe there's an aspect of creativity that you wish to see, maybe you want to be a part of. Maybe there is an essence of creativity that is coming towards you, but it's not in your individual self, but your environment. Maybe the environment calls for it, or the external factors that are occurring right now. But because of this taking place and leading into here, it can signify that what position you may take by the full moon might put you in an uncomfortable situation. But be able to take care of it at the best of your ability. Be clear not to rush, and be clear not to let it be something that can backfire on you. So as you're proceeding more into the month, let's see what happens when the moon begins to wane. You're given this stalemate card of the Two of Swords. Because this is a very sword heavy energy that's going on through this month, maybe there is a lot of communications, or maybe that you're in your mind a lot. But this is a stalemate type of card. This is not only being able to make a decision, but two swords at force of one another, not able to push the other off or cut the other in half. So it is just being able to see which of the two forces can exist. And if they're two identical forces, there is this stalemate, that it is a pause period so that something can be decided, something can be executed outside of the need of clashing swords. So maybe there's a clash of mentality, maybe there's a clash of communications, maybe because of the stalemate here, the two forces that are trying to oppose one another might be so equally met that this stalemate at hand might not actually create progress. So even though you've seen this happening and something's being taken from you, and it's a lot harder to navigate this path forward, you might still be stuck in this energy phasing after the moon, the full moon's true aspect to totality. So as we see in that light and it's becoming illuminated for us, this brings us into the stalemate where we might want to act but we aren't able to, because of the forces at hand might be too equivalent to what we are already facing or providing. So let's continue this month to see where we close it out. Now, even though you've received such a heavy-handed reading that dignifies this kind of thievery, this delicacy, and at the same time stalemate, you might not see progress. But what happens at this end of this month, as you're reaching towards November, is this nice little Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups are always dealing with the way you feel, emotion. So maybe that whatever has occurred to you, or whoever you may be dealing with, because of this stalemate energy, it has not made progress. So you have decided to allow yourself to reach out, to provide the emotional glass that carries the emotions, the vessel in which you can provide to another individual, to open up, to allow that communication to be welcomed. And taking that first step is to build your emotional connection to whatever it is that this is going on. And it could also be maybe that there is a new emotional connection that you're being asked to fill your cup with. Either way, to allow yourself to be the one to do so is important. So maybe whatever you went through might put you in a position that is delicate to handle, but don't let the situation control you. You should be able to see the situation, but stand outside of it and take your time to be delicate with it, because that is very important this month. Because of everything that is going on here, it is key that patience is a virtue. Do not be festered up by any built up thoughts, especially with all these swords appearing, because you might end up giving your energy away where it's not necessary. So it's best to overcome this so that you can find your creative path that allows this stalemate to be overcome and to open up to the emotional energy that is important for you. And because of this changing of the wheels, this might come at a time where things are just like very new to deal with. And it might be out of the blue, but at the same time too, if this is the opening of the cycle and this is allowing you to open yourself up, then allow these events to be a blessing in disguise, so that where you're meant to be and what you're meant to experience through allows you the new perspective necessary so that you can deliver your vessel of cups in a way that you could not do before. So I hope that helps give some sort of new perspective and insight for the month ahead, and if it resonates, that will be great. For those who are receiving this message and need further deepening look at things, please, I recommend you either looking for many of the other tarot readers that are up on YouTube to get a deeper dive, or to look into your moon sign or any of your rising signs to see how you're feeling emotionally or how the world is coming at you. So either way, thank you very much, and I hope this has assisted you on your path forward, and I wish you the very best. Again, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you not only experiencing what I bring into the world, but to partake in something that I find personally special. As somebody who has created a deck and someone who's passionate about the project, to do the reading in my own words and my own perspective not only offers a more elaborate, deeper dive into the essences and the symbols these cards represent, but it's an opportunity for me to connect with others as well, to share my deck out there and to offer the messages that these divine divination tools are great for utilizing. So if you're interested, feel free to continue to share and subscribe to check out new videos that are on the way. I'm trying to do both lectures, readings, as well as art on the channel. So please help it grow by each and every view, each and every subscribe, and each and every share. That helps make it possible thanks to all of your organic growth. I thank you very much, and I hope to see you next time. As always, stay true.